Installing VirtualBox and running Linux on Windows 10 involves a few steps to set up a virtual machine, VM, that can run Linux. Here's a step-by-step guide. Download VirtualBox. Open your web browser and navigate to the VirtualBox website. Click on the Downloads tab. Choose the Windows version. Under VirtualBox Platform Packages, select the version appropriate for Windows hosts by clicking on the link, e.g., Windows Hosts. Download the installer. Once selected, the download should start automatically. If not, click on the download link provided. The installer file will be saved to your computer. Run the installer. Once the download is complete, locate the downloaded installer file, usually in the Downloads folder. Double-click the installer file. Install VirtualBox. The installer wizard will launch. Click Next to proceed with the installation. Accept license agreement. Read and accept the terms of the VirtualBox Personal Use and Evaluation License, PUEL. Choose Components. Select the components you want to install. Typically, it's recommended to keep the default selections unless you have specific preferences. Install VirtualBox. Click Install to begin the installation process. Complete installation. Once the installation is complete, click Finish to exit the setup wizard. Open VirtualBox. Look for the VirtualBox shortcut on your desktop or search for Oracle VM VirtualBox in the Start menu. Double-click to open VirtualBox. VirtualBox should open without issues, indicating a successful installation. Downloading a Linux distribution ISO. Choose a Linux distribution. Decide on the Linux distribution you want to install, such as Ubuntu, Fedora, CentOS, etc. Download the Linux ISO. Visit the official website of the chosen Linux distribution. Find and download the ISO file for the desired version and architecture. (32-bit or 64-bit). Creating a virtual machine for Linux. Open VirtualBox. Launch VirtualBox from the Start menu or desktop shortcut. Create a new VM. Click on the New button in the VirtualBox interface. Enter a name for the VM, Ubuntu VM. Select the type as Linux and the version corresponding to the distribution and version you're installing. Allocate memory, RAM. Choose the amount of RAM to allocate to the VM. Ensure it's sufficient for the Linux OS to run smoothly, e.g., 2 GB or more. Create a virtual hard disk. Choose to create a new virtual hard disk. Follow the prompts to set the size, allocate enough space based on your requirements, and the type of virtual hard disk. Configure VM settings. Select the newly created VM and click on Settings. Under the Storage tab, select the empty optical drive and add the Linux ISO file you downloaded earlier as the bootable medium. Install Linux on the VM. Start the VM by clicking Start. The VM will boot from the inserted Linux ISO file. Follow the on-screen instructions to install the Linux distribution within the VM, e.g., Ubuntu installation process. Complete installation. Once the installation is complete, the VM may prompt to restart. If not, manually restart the VM. Use Linux on VirtualBox. Linux is now installed and running within the VirtualBox VM on your Windows 10 system. This setup allows you to run Linux as a virtual operating system within VirtualBox, enabling you to use and explore Linux without affecting your main Windows installation.